Hey guys, welcome to Aaron's review, and this is video 97 where we'll be looking at the Sony IER Z1R any monitor. This is not to be mistaken with their headphone, which is also named as Z1R. As many of you know, I'm a mostly any monitor person, which is why I purchased this one. For those who have been looking at my previous video, I just want to give some insight what happened with my last video, which talks about the two fee audios are coming my way. One did actually arrive. Sadly, they sent the wrong one. That means not in the color that I wanted, so I had to send it back. So I actually might do a video of what it looked like with the one that I got wrong. But anyway, I'm still waiting for that product to go back to them. And I don't think they're willing to send it to me unless they get the other product back first. And that's one of the fee audios that I mentioned. But there is another fee audio coming in tomorrow. Looking at the shipment of it, it might arrive tomorrow. And then the one that I sent back might arrive to them tomorrow. That's when I'll probably then receive my fee audio that I wanted. So just want to explain what happened there. So we will have videos coming soon. The Balloon 05 sample is coming my way. Just to clarify, the Sony Z1R has been purchased using my own money. I did not buy this brand new, mainly because, well, why always buy brand new when you're going to be losing a lot of money if I just purchase it straight away. The retail price of this in Hong Kong is $14,000. If you purchase it in America, it retails for $2,000 US. This product came out in 2018 along with the WM1EZ, which is what I have here. You can see it's gold. It pairs very well with this because obviously they're made by the same company, which is Sony. Before I purchased this, I actually tested this Z1R many times. And I do recommend test it if you have the facilities or the access to test it first. This is supposedly one of their flagships that came out in 2018, so it is slightly old now, but definitely this is their flagship. And is it worth that $14,000? I would say yes, definitely. I can talk about that later or in the next video. If you were to buy in Hong Kong now, since it's now a little bit older now, the best price that I could have got was $11,500 because that was what Broadway was giving it to me for. So if you're in Hong Kong, that is roughly what the new price is right now if you want to buy this brand new. I did not buy this brand new, as I mentioned. Sometimes I do buy brand new, sometimes, you know, it's not always the need to buy brand new. I just want to confirm that this product is one that I would be keeping. Yes, it is very, very, very nice. One that excels, and it is one of my, would be considered the top spec ones. So yes, one that I would recommend for sure. So when I tested this in the shops, one thing, and you do have the facilities or the access to test it, things that I would recommend so that you are able to really, really fully test this is that this Sony Z1R does require an amp or a power source that is able to drive those free drivers that is inside this Z1R. So what I used to test it when I went to Broadway was the SP2000. Obviously I'm using the 3.5 millimeter because inside the box we have the 4.4 millimeter and the 3.5 millimeter. I tested it with the Sonys before. The Sony WM1EZ is okay, provides enough power to drive it. It's just in middle range. I would definitely recommend that if you have something more powerful, definitely provide a bit more juice so that you can actually feel the drivers really, really working. The SP2000, was that enough from the 3.5 millimeter part? Yes, decent. Had to turn the power up to maybe 80. With the Sony right now, using the 4.4, I recall I'm using, 74 volume as to get enough juice for it to get it working. You can see here 74 at the very top right corner. Happy to have spent the money on buying this product, and it does have warranty, so when I buy something I make sure that, you know, I always go for one that has warranty. And yes, it does have many, less than a year, just slightly less. Okay, so the guy I purchased it from used it for a couple of months only. Maybe the preferences changed, maybe they weren't using the right step or as to drive it, so as to get the full potential of what this Z1R provides. And the box is fantastic. It's definitely premium. This is just an unboxing video, by the way, and also a catch up on what's happening. As I mentioned, there's more videos coming. Sony logo on the side, Sony here, premium white box. At the back we have information, stereo headphones and such, bit of information, and at the bottom there's nothing. To open it, you slide it along like this, and it does look like a nice pair of earrings, so it gives you the bling, something which means that you are actually getting something quite premium when you actually feel it. There are positives, there are negatives. I'll probably do a little bit of positive and negatives. I won't go into the sound impression today. I'll do that in the next video. This is just an unboxing. When you open the box, Sony here, nothing much on the side. Just to make sure you know how to put it back in, you see how this part has a bit that sticks out. That is how we put it back in. You can see also here, there is a bit of a gap here, so that when you put it back in, it goes like this, okay? So that's just some information there. When you open the box, it is magnetic. So let me just put that on the side here. Magnetic, opens up like so, and there is your products or your premium product, and definitely worth the price that I pay for, because obviously I didn't pay full retail price, especially when it's secondhand. If you open this compartment, you will see that we have some manuals and stuff, and obviously the receipt which I got. And as I said, I've still got a lot of time left with the receipt, so that gives me a peace of mind if I want to take it back to Sony Hong Kong. So a bit of manual there, nothing much. You've got two bunch of ear tips. One is triple comfort earbuds and one is hybrid silicone. I'll take a pair out to show you what it feels like. It feels a bit like foamish, this one. Yeah, there's a bit of compression there. And with the hybrid one, it feels a bit like a spin fit plastic. And yeah, and obviously there is also a cable clip, which I do recommend, by the way. The Sony Z1R are quite heavy, and that's why I mentioned it looks like a bit of earrings, premium earrings, due to the weight of how heavy it is. And inside, underneath this compartment, there is the 4.4mm cable, which is premium because the cable that they've given you is good quality cable ones. And this is the 3.5mm one. I'll show you the cable first. The cable, as you mentioned, it's got this Sony. Let me just get a better. There we go. So Sony logo, 3.5mm. It's got China here for some reason. On the other side, it's got Z1R. You have a bit of here to extend it. So you can see that this cable here is like that. Cable is definitely thick, nothing thin. And the connectors, very good. It does provide very good grip around your ears. These ones are perfect for wrapping around your ears. It doesn't stick out, it's just soft, but at the perfect angle already designed wise. The connection here is, this is the right side because it's red. This is no color, means it's the left side. You can see that there is a bit of grip for you to actually hold on, so this is rigid so that you're able to have a grip on as to pull it back out when you want to exchange the cable. I have replaced the cable mainly because I'm using the AK players and that requires 2.5mm. I do have a Nobunaga cable which I use, and that's 2.5mm from my previous Shure 846. Yeah, this is what the cable feels like, and as I said, the cable is not heavy, it's 9 premium, it's thick, and it produces nice sound. But the thing is, this is only 3.5 millimeters, and so that's that one. With the 4.4 millimeter one, there's no change. It's just 4.4 millimeters, so definitely perfect for the Sony WM1EZ. Apologies if there's a bit of sound because there's a bit of construction across the road. Right, so here is the 4.4 millimeter. It has a pair well with the Sony's WM1EZ. Yes, it pairs fantastically well, mainly because it's produced by the same manufacturer, Sony. So I'm sure that when they made these products, they were testing it thoroughly with each other just to see that it complements each other. Definitely, this is a universal INI monitor, one that is recommended. I mean, I have went custom before. Custom, I don't know, you always lose a lot of money if you want to sell back up. Maybe there's nobody who wants to buy your custom INI monitor. Coming to the premium of the jewelry of this product, which is this Z1R. It comes in a nice leather case. It is a nice proper leather case on the top and the side. On the top we have a bit of plastic hard shell, and you can see here there's the Sony logo. And it's like here, will you marry me? You've got a premium design, the number that goes with your serial number for this INI monitor. Underneath there's nothing much, but it's just a placeholder. You can see here. In the side, it does wrap it around clearly. I do mostly, when I'm using it right now, I actually do keep it as like this. I do unplug the cable and I leave it here. You can see that the material is shiny. I can tell you what material it is, but definitely I do put it back in like so. I'll give you a bit of closer look of how big it is. This is the right side. Let me see if I can give you, I've not done a bit of cleaning yet. It is like brand new. Japan. It is MMCX connector, so not CM, just to let you know. We have the IER Z1R. This is the right side because this is red. It is heavy, just to let you know. Quite heavy. Heavier than any other INI monitors I've ever used. So there's definitely weight to it. Yeah, my suggestion is definitely find an ear tip that you're comfortable with, so that it gets you a bit more grip. One negative about this is probably the fact that it's heavy and it's just quite hard for you to find an ear tip that's comfortable. But once you found that perfect ear tip which isolates the sound from outside, then you are really testing it at the perfect environments as to fully enjoy this Z1R. First thing I will probably say about this, it does feel like an open back headphone. That's what it's producing when I'm using this one. Is this the top of the range? Yes, it is. I would say so. Definitely one of the top ones that I would recommend. And obviously there's other people on YouTube that recommend this. Yes, definitely save up and try this and, well, test it first and see if it's your liking. This is definitely one that I will keep, and this is one of the top spec ones that you should try if you're coming, definitely making sure that you're coming into this audio world and that you think that you're staying, then this is probably one of the consideration that you should get. But I'll see. I mean, as I said, I've got another 2-3 audios coming my way. I won't say which ones. I'll let you find out later. I might do another video of the product that I got wrong. So that's, yeah, I'm just waiting, seriously. They're not willing to send me the one that I wanted. It's just a unique one in color with the one that I wanted. So yeah, still negotiating there. Bit of information about this product. When they released this INI monitor, there was the M7, M9, the Z1R. This is the top of the range. This is universal. There is another one that is called Just Ear, which is custom only. I'm not going to go do the custom way anymore, mainly because if you sell a product like that, it's just probably not sellable, or you're losing a lot of money face value. It's a dual dynamic driver and a BA. There's a 5mm driver, which acts as a super tweeter, which Sony claims produces up to 100 kHz. which allows you to review the smallest details of your music, which I agree. But as I said, that there are some negatives, which is heavy, and the comfort is you need to definitely find your comfort and fits. Besides that, there is also 12mm dynamic driver, which uses of magnesium dome, which is with a liquid crystal polymer diaphragm. This driver handles the lows and the mid range of the IER Z1R. As a proprietary balanced armature driver inside as well to take care of its treble, handling the role of the super tweeter. As I mentioned, it's the 5mm dynamic driver, which sports an aluminum coated LCP diaphragm. This is a hybrid INI monitor, mainly because it's dynamic driver and also BA driver. Materials of this is zirconium alloy shell, which means it's scratch resistant. I'm not obviously going to test it. As I said, I'm going to keep it in the case to protect it. So that is like here is your premium jewelry or your ring that you're using. This is how I'm going to put it, and yes, I'm going to be plugging in every time. Will I be using it every day? I would like to, but I have too many earphones, some which have never seen the light of day, so that means I need to, well, kind of hide it from my other half. Comfort and fits, definitely the cable, these ones are wraps around your ear, definitely fantastic. Some may think it comes off quite easily, but as I said, you definitely need to find a silicone or an E-tip that actually plugs it right in, so that you can feel all the isolation and it's really plugged so that it is perfect fit without any movement at all. That is definitely what I needed. And as I said, the power source that you need to use definitely must be able to drive this in-ear monitor, because that is what it requires. Premium products. One that I feel is recommended, yes, for sure. Oh, just to let you know, when I keep it in, so at the moment I'm using this size right now. So plug it in like that, plug it in like this. Connecting the cable is quite easy. Red for red. Unplugging is quite easy. And remember, this is the MMCX, so it's not like the Fee Audio, which is CM. This actually can still go into here, like so. The right one goes here. You can see it fits perfectly, and you can see that the E-tips actually does go in, and it's still fine. And as I said, this is how I keep it, and I know it's a bit more troublesome, and that is the Sony Z1R, which retails for 14,000 Hong Kong dollars. But as I said, if you're really interested in buying this in Hong Kong right now, the price has now come down to 11,500. Oh, anyway, that's all for now. In the next video, I will definitely be doing the full review of the Z1R. Highly recommended INI monitor, one that is very premium. I've got Fee Audio coming tomorrow, and I've still not done the Hugo yet. The Hugo I still have, so don't worry, it will be coming. Yeah, that's all for now, and as I said, there's 2 more Fee orders coming my way, and so is the Bloom 5 coming my way. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and do hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you again in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys.